Alright guys, on today's video, the little hatchback here is gonna get some issues addressed with the door here. As you guys can clearly see, that's not supposed to happen. There's a few things I have to do to this door side before I move on to the power door conversion, which is the next step for the little hatchback here. First off is this unevenness, right? And the next thing is actually another more serious problem. If you guys can see here, when I open the door and I try to close it, it doesn't align properly. You guys can see the lines are just slightly off because when I close it, it jumps up a little bit. And for reference, this is the passenger side. No issues here, right? It stays put. And you guys can hear there is no, clink, and it's lined up perfectly, right? Then the other door, it hits the latch, and then it has to jump up to actually latch. This one just lines up fine. So, other than the unbalancing part, what this means is the door is actually crooked. So we will need to jack it up and re-bolt those bolts over there to figure out the problem. Now, getting this door to match up is gonna be a little tricky. This thing is very heavy, and I only have one set of hands here. So we need to figure it out. Now, another problem with this door, right, is sometimes it won't open. Just won't freaking open. Now, that might be, you guys might be thinking, oh, it's because it's locked, and you're right, it is locked. And yet, it still won't open. Does from the outside? No, it does not. So, all of that stuff is gonna need to be addressed before we can do the power door conversion, because obviously that won't work like it's supposed to. Now, thankfully, from all of my times at the junkyard, I've pieced together the right color handles and trim pieces that I'm gonna need. Luckily, I also noticed this the other day. Turns out that when I replaced this door with mine, I didn't actually bolt this in. It should be fastened. This is supposed to stabilize the door in any position, and there are no bolts here. There's a slot here and a slot there. So we gotta find some bolts. See, that one has a black trim with gray handle. This has gray handle with gray trim. So we are also going to be replacing that. I want it all to match. Hopefully that will fix the issue with this unleveled door, but only after we actually make the door leveled. Just look at the level of gap here. This is just crazy. Not even close. Now I'm just going to take this 12 mil here and just loosen this bolt up and mess with the alignment a bit. There we go. The bolts are now loose. I'm gonna go ahead and just try to crank it up just a little bit so that I can bolt it back on there and see what that does, because it's basically just a trial and error. See, all four of these bolts are hand loose and they're not making any contact with the metal. So technically I should be able to just crank this up a little bit. Oh, that might have been a little too much. All right. We'll find out after, won't we, boys? Here's what I got. See, let me show you guys. This is the pain in the ass I'm talking about. You see this gap up here? Right, that means the bottom side is making contact, but the top piece is not. And as evident by this gigantic gap here. So I got the angle this way right, but it's basically crooked like that. So we try this again and again and again until we get it right. Let's see. All right, seal looks better. I didn't hear two distinct clicks here, so it looks like I managed to get the latch down right. That gap is a little too big. You guys see that? That's a genuine mystery. But you know what? It might have something to do with the fenders. The fenders might be a little too closer to the front, but that also means I could just move this back a little bit more. That should close that gap up, and I'm comfortable with this one here. Am I? I think so. Yeah, I think I'm fine with it. Look, oh fuck, it did down again. See? The other issue is this latch here. Turns out this is a little too high. You guys can see where the paint is. I lowered it a little bit, and that helps tremendously with the bumping. So the bolts. I need a few extra bolts here. I should be able to just tighten this and problem solved. Right here, I can see that this part is raised a little bit. Down here though, it feels level. Everywhere else also feels level, which means I don't really know how I can get this side to push out without messing everything else. Yeah, like I said, I think that's the best I'm gonna be able to do in the little hatchback. It's not bad, really. I can definitely deal with this. Look, not every door is gonna stay open when you need it to, you know? But this is good enough for me. Look, it works when it's fully open, when it's a quarter of the way open, and the only way it doesn't work is if it's like an eighth of the way open. You know, like it's gonna wanna close. Next step, it's gonna be these door latches. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the trim pieces so I can install these. And I'm also gonna install the lock actuator so I can go ahead and prepare for the next video, because this is probably gonna give me more headaches. If I can just get this door to open. Oh, fuck. There we go. It's a combo. It's like a combo where you need both fingers, you know? Okay. Actually, I think I already removed all these bolts. Yep. Left, up. Now the interesting part here is I don't see anything broken. This plastic piece is holding on, and you can hear it lock and unlock. And this latch, I mean, this handle is moving the latch. So why would it not open when I wanted it to open? That's the outside handle there. Also moving. Okay, so that's locked. Obviously it won't open. That's unlocked. Now it does open. Strange. I have unbolted the latch here, but what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna remove the entire door lock assembly, just because these latches do not give me a whole lot of confidence. Really, look. This is, yeah, it was locked, but look, that one moves slightly. This one, however, does not. And this one's not giving me any problems, but that one is, so I don't know what to make of this. Don't recommend this, especially if you don't want to break any plastic pieces. But it is doable. Okay, so I regret taking it out. Looks like I can't even open it. I don't see any screws whatsoever, and I am not about to start messing with the plastic to break stuff. So maybe I can just try to blow some air through there, lubricate this area, and just flip it up and down until something happens. And then the door latch here, we're gonna open. We're gonna take this out. In order to do this, we have to remove the lock first. There's a little pin in here, which you need to be very careful of not breaking, because it's made of plastic, of course. Okay, so now it comes off and out. Now that we don't have two pivot points, we can go ahead and remove this. And then in comes the new one. Now the longer one goes to the lock, and the shorter one goes to the handle. So just gotta push the pin back in position. Hopefully it doesn't break. Okay, so I cleaned it up a little bit, helped it move it along, and now I think we have a little bit a little nicer sound. Better movement. Looks like it clears it all the way through. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna install the lock actuator, and it looks like this manual one has everything that I need. Actually, if it is a manual, right? Like I said, I swapped it, so I swapped doors, so even though I might think it's a manual. It could be a power one. Now, here comes the hard part. Putting everything back without breaking stuff. So, and just like that, it's done. Everything has been installed. I even added a little bit of restore so we get a darker shade, and everything appears to be working. It even looks a whole lot nicer by the latch area here. Does work. You guys can see it's locked, and now unlocked, we should be able to, yep, it even moves a whole lot faster too. If my lens would decide to work, but you don't really need to take it out to clean it. See there, it's locked, unlocked, opens, and opens from the outside. The issue was after we locked it, I noticed that it wouldn't do that. So now, however, after I lock it, it seems to open up every time. There we go. But like I said, I don't really think that I fixed anything. All I did was replace the latch, but it wasn't broken really. So maybe just a combination of you know, cleaning the latch and moving things around. All that stuff to do is to remove this latch, and it's just 1, 2, 3 bolts here, screws. I mean, the only other thing to do is we need to pry open this little pin here, and we need to be careful because it's very fragile, and I'll show you in a minute here what I mean. It's just like a little prong at the bottom here. See that? 3 prongs supposed to keep this into place, but one of them has already broken off. So we're going to go ahead and replace that as well. And once that's done, this little lock one just slides out, and then this does too. So then we can go ahead and install the new one, just like this, and then just slide the pin into place, and that's it. But the problem with this door here, and I noticed this a while back, is it doesn't quite lock and unlock the way it's supposed to. I'm going to figure out what's wrong with this one. I suspect it might have something to do with the power lock actuator, but it could also be just the latch in there is jammed or broken or bent or something. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and remove the door lock actuator and see if that does anything. I've removed the door lock actuator, and the problem, oh, look at that. It's a little bit better, but it should be no difference really. You shouldn't be able to, oh man, it doesn't snap quite like the other side does. So it's incredibly inconsistent because it's working now, but check it out. Let me pull the handle once, and now it's not working. You know what though, since I took the other one off, let me just go ahead and take it off and see what's what. Okay, let's see if I can show you guys real quick how to remove the whole door latch assembly here. Starts with this bolt down here. That will get rid of the rail for the window right here. That's gone. Now we're going to go ahead and push the door lock cylinder out of the handle, which I've already removed the safety pin, so it should just wiggle out. Cylinder has been removed, and now we can push door handle inside. There we go. So it's in there. The door latch has already been removed. The door handle has already been removed. So everything should just drop right under as soon as I unclip these frames. And then we'll just pull it out. Oh, come on. Stupid weather strip. There we go. Minimal work. Just take a look at how dirty that is. So I'm going to go ahead and just clean this up and see what that does. Gotta be very careful with these plastic pieces, but I just removed the door latch here. I hope I remember which goes where. Okay. Okay, so I cleaned it up, as you guys can clearly see. But unfortunately, I can't figure this out. So I took out the lock, doesn't do anything, right? This piece in and of itself doesn't really do anything. It only, these two things do the same function. They're supposed to lock and unlock. Obviously, this is from the outside, this is from the inside. However, they don't move. The only part that is moving for this system is down here. And the only way I can get it to move is if I pull on the handle. But I can't seem to understand what pulling on the handle does. All it does is extend this lower piece down lower. I give up. I'm just gonna get a new one. For now, I'm gonna install this back in there. I'll just grease up the joints a little bit to make sure everything can move. At least when I'm, pull it on the handle. But like I said, I don't understand what pulling on the handle does. Let's go ahead and put it back in. Yep, so if you guys ever need to replace a latch or a handle, or just take a look at the door lock actuator. Mine only works under tension, so I can only lock it while I pull on the handle, but the same thing when I unlock it. Like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and get a whole new door latch assembly there. I don't really know what's going on with it, and I'd rather just replace it. So there you guys have it. Just a few common, Civic door issues that I had to fix. And it turns out I'm probably gonna have to get new latches, really. The passenger one doesn't open sometimes. I think I fixed it, but only time will tell. And the driver's side one doesn't lock sometimes. And I think that one's more serious because, I can always just open the passenger from the inside unless I can't. Either way, we're gonna focus on the driver latch door repair once I find one at a junkyard, because all of that is gonna have to take a backseat for the next video. We're moving on to the power door conversion. And actually, no, you know what? I have to fix that lock issue because otherwise it won't lock. I won't know if it's working or not. So anyway, stay tuned for the next video, guys. Until next time, take care and good speed.